Welcome back. Let's talk to Craig Erlam, Senior Market Analyst at Oanda. Morning to you, Craig.
Good morning.
Right, let's kick off with a great British pound against the Canadian dollar. What are your observations here? The chart looks shocking, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's looking a little bit nasty. We've taken some time to break below that 162 zone. That's been a nice support for the vast majority of this year. Now, on the face of it, that looks like a head and shoulders, and looks like a very nasty head and shoulders
Which
pattern.
is a topping formation, right?
Big topping formation can give you some indications as to the size of the move, which we'll see below. A conservative move would be the level from the neck, from the neckline to the shoulder, which wouldn't be too bad. You're looking at about 500 pips in this case, so that'd take you back to around the 157s. The scarier move would be from the head, which is up through 176, 178 through to the neckline and lower. The one thing that makes me a little bit more cautious on this is this isn't a topping pattern in the normal sense. Prior to the chart on here, we're actually in a long-term downtrend.
Right.
So this is a head and shoulders pattern, which is part of a downward trend. So while I do still think it's bearish, I don't think it's quite as bearish as if this was a topping pattern in an upward trend. Still, I think that break of 162 is quite significant given how long-term that's been support. And I think really the next notable level which we're looking at here is around the 157.50s. We've got a couple of rising trend lines here. These are very long-term rising trend lines, but they're only speculative at this minute. There's only 2 touches on them, so they're more like notable levels of possible support, especially given what they can coincide with. And then 154.50, 155 below here, you can see it's a very thick blue line. That's because this is a number of points of past support.
Understood.
So therefore, that is your big support level here, but we're still some way off that. 157.50 is the next key one.
Craig, thank you very much indeed.